Welcome or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that is what we do over here. Also, don't forget to like this video and follow if you are watching on Twitch. We are aiming for 900 subscribers on YouTube and trying to hit 50 over here on Twitch, so yeah, we're almost there. Getting close. But, give me 1 second real quick. I've got a friend in party chat today, so I just need to message. Alright, so we're continuing Endwalker MSQ, which I'm really excited about. Hi JC, hello Airmail. Good to see you guys. Yeah, we figured out this, place exists beneath Sharlayan, and that they are hiding something, and so now we've gotta, see what exactly is going on here. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. So that's, oh my gosh, sorry, microphone, or headset tangling with my controller. Alright, where the heck? It's up here ish. Up and yonder we have to talk to Alfie, of course. So we're just gonna do it. Get right to it. But we won't let anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Custodians know everything. It is good to have you back in chat. It's been a hot second. That's crazy. But you've been busy, you know, getting married and traveling. It takes a lot of time. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archeon's vaults. Peruse? You are clearly not gleaners then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldician, but is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Well, not us then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? Uh-huh. This is shady. That service has also been suspended, I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it will be too late, and we were so close to getting answers. Oh, well, I appreciate it, JC. Definitely understand, though. Life is busy. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? This guy's like, oh, okay. Students of Baldician. Humph. Right. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I do But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. 'Tis likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. It's true, if we could just be helpers. We're very good at helping. Got that skill down pat. You don't even know. Read this person's name as Shush Baby. That's not it. Shushu Taby? Am I taking the lift? Oh no. We're just students. They won't let us into the Archeon, even though we found. Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere, but it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Squeal, squeal! Oh, this little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. What do they have? Is it a Porksy in there? How did you find that? Okay, where's the other one? They are, you know, they love just, they just love, telling me to go help people, volunteering me for things. Alright. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me. Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now I have finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out to the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. The pack-bearing gleaner? Is that a pirogo? There's a pirogo. That's so funny. Hi, Gemini! Alright. So, now we just circle up here. I see. So far, so good. Glad to be playing. I have been thinking about this all day. I was leveling a red mage a little bit earlier, which I'm starting to get the hang of being a red mage. The basics of it anyway. I know what dual casting is now, so there's that. Quiet, you'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The Cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. Cloudkin? You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Tell me about it. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than one. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry a distinctive call. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. Oh gosh. We're shooting games. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. The hornbill. What color was it again? Shoot. It needs to... Objective failed. A green bird which caws. Okay, that one whacks. That one coos. Aha! That one caws. Bottom. He's big. So peaceful.
A fair shot. Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations? So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Oh no. What are they doing?
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth.
Strange. They're
Those
doing
who
weird
are,
experiments.
the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
How strange.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
So they're just gonna move?
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Okay.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Well then give us something to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down.
What?
This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
That's wild. Let's
I
do
never
it.
even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
I love video game character strength. Like, I could never climb down a mine shaft. Nope. But when you're in a video game, that's easy, eh? Alright. This. The music here is so interesting. So we're going over this way, is it? Yeah. Just straight ahead. Interesting. Do 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 do. Ah, you guys are so much faster than me all the time. This must be it, the entrance to the mineshaft. 'Tis fate, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed there by the researchers, you think? While savoring beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Tighten your straps and such. I have to... yeah, I had to change out my axe. I was doing the berrrlynn relic quest before we started. Where's this coffer? Oh, it's over there. A helm! Oh my goodness, what? Well, it's certainly interesting. I like seeing her pretty little face. Alright. I thought the Valentine's Day was cute, that questy. I just wish they were a little longer. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody walk at a distance. Okay. Creepy. 33rd facet. Can I chocobo? Ooh, I can. That's a little more convenient. Oh, perfect. I love that for us. Wait. Ah! There we go. Get out of here, guys. I don't want to fight you. They're creepy looking. Some ugly mushroom things. Mithril caps. Alright. That was just silly. Don't do that again. Okay? Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Gosh, it's so dark in here. Hello? Okay. Leave me alone. Not interested. Good, run away. Stinky mushroom. Do. Perfect. Easy peasy. Now we gotta talk to Alfie. Well, so far so good. Not too wild, crazy yet. Ah! We're already out. That was nice and simple then. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident, nothing of consequence at least, and as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial court circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Erenville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. Farming facility. This place just keeps going, man. Whoa. Wild. These Sharlayans, they're sneaky. What are those? Oh my goodness, they're adorable. Genobos. Stray garlic. Better watch out. This place is pretty though. It's like super pretty. Hey, Sean! Welcome in. Ah, grapes. They look so refreshing. Haha, now I know where we are. This is Mariel Agronomics. Aha! Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora, food so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed. Mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners up hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something of the forum's plans and their undying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? I mean, maybe, but people don't really like to talk about stuff with us, do they? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about for useful clues. My allergies. Although, to be fair, Aaronville did help us out a little bit, so we might come across more helpful folks. Like this guy, Jebke. Jebke. Whoa. What is his name? Jeb? Because it's like a farmer? Like... Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors. Not with use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? Magic. I like his overalls though. They're cute. The mine shaft, you say? Well, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has us filling order lists a mile long. Hi, Dave. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Oh yes, in due course. All will be revealed. Harried Harvester, you look like you need to talk to me. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsamard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvos before the Imperials named it Locus Amonis. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments and cultivation. Okay. Okie doke. Over here. Don't look so overwhelmed. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. Gods, hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. Investigate the stacked boxes. Okay. Let's find these boxes. Oh, no, 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 no. Crazy things. I'm just looking at these boxes here, that's all. The labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings accompanied by sheaves of reports. Exciting. Pretty. Mysterious flowers.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
She looks skeptical. She's like, uh-huh.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders.
Hey, Chip. The mood
Intense
flowers.
feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy. Dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Sharlayan at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Interesting flowers. I mean, they're pretty. They're very glowy. Little magic flowers.
Have you learned aught of interest?
I learned about these here flowers.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean?
Oh. Just gonna waltz in there.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
Oh my gosh, Sean, that's an amazing analogy. Oh, well, your grandfather sounds like a very wise man.
You
That's
need to
funny.
eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
So true.
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice.
That's
If
so
you're not
funny.
comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
Yes.
It might
Much
be best if
easier
you
to
came
ask
along as
for
well. In
apologies.
fact, we should all...
Ryle, what's up with those flowers?
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Huh.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Get him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Are we gonna learn more about Cryo? Interesting. Now I'm intrigued. I figured those flowers, we would learn something with those flowers, eh? They wouldn't do voice acting for a scene about those flowers. No! Not Star Trek! It sounds familiar, but, you know, I've not watched Star Trek much. Is Cry still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. The full report warts and all. Yeah. Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archean. Come, we can still catch him. Bloop. I really do like this music. It's so cheerful, but I don't know if it fits what's going on here. It's putting me on edge. I was looking at the back of it. I was like, what the heck is this kind of thing? He's up this way. Somewhere. There. Alright. Hey, Tony! Hold a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos climate control centers. It should have its own lifts with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. Aye, if I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Oh my gosh! No! Goodness! She turned us into toads! What the heck? Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not. It will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. It's serious witchcraft. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. Oh, jeez. I got better. Okay, Alfie. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alfie Toad and Ellie Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed. Alfie and Ellie Toad. Oh my goodness. And we just have a random chocobo following us. No worries. Definitely not suspicious. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't want to be eaten by an even bigger toad. Hey, lay down. Sorry. He's scratching his blanket. Yes! She should. Oh man, that's how you could have had Alfie swim. Just turn him into a frog. Discuss your surroundings. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alfie Toad attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand that he is telling you this is the wrong way. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Allie Toad turns to face the north. Perhaps she is suggesting you cross the bridge. Wait. This bridge? Alfie said it's the wrong way. Huh? Oh, no. No way. Just keep going, guys. It'll be totally okay. This way? North of this way. Aha. Yeah, cow. We did it. Phew. Man. We have a voice. Well, that's
I
it.
trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
The generic NPC.
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty.
I feel like half of the voices I hear in this game sound familiar, and then I go and look up the voice actors, and I'm like, I have no idea. Never heard of them before, but...
And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge.
I know. Good on Aaronville for
I can
standing
say
up.
no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
That makes sense, though. I mean, if you've got a person who's good at voice acting, and they've already worked for you, like, you reuse it. That makes sense to me. There's a lot of characters in this game.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. IMDb is a good source, but usually it's like I haven't ever seen anything that I've been in, and I'm like, I don't know why they remind me. Like, I feel like I've heard their voice before, but I don't know, because I'm not very good at voices.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Oh, snap!
While I do have my reservations about the forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
So funny. Wait a second.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
I was gonna say, this guy's around all the animals in this place. Like, you're gonna know. Something's a little funny. That's so funny. That's cute. I love that Y'shtola is just like, here, I really am a witch. Frogs. Classic move. Well, toads, I guess. I don't know. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived, yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Sharlayan has been called to action, and the Telephoroid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. You made me choke, yes. Ribbit. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Krile for the moment, see what they think of this. A guide of sorts. Y'shtola, he saw through it. Ribbit. Do. Is Y'shtola gonna go in and tell everybody off soon? kind of excited to see that happen. Oh yeah, Blue Mage is supposed to be like really different. I picked up the first, like I did the first quest, but then I didn't do the rest of them because I was leveling Summoner at the time, I think. Blue Mage looks like, supposedly sounds like it's fun. I don't know. That's what people tell me. They say it's very fun. Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then? Yeah, and he saw right through your disguise. Where's Cryo? Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Cryle, then discuss how we'd like to proceed, assuming we find her back at the farm. She was still behaving oddly, so I made her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. What is up with these flowers and Cryle? What's happening, girly? Oh, we're gonna go up this way. No. Nope, not this way. Get away from me, bees. Bees. No thanks. Where were they? They were up on a hill. Were they up here? I think they were up here. What's up with these flowers? No, we just run from them because they scary. Oh.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Huh?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
What the heck? Oh snap.
Thank you.
She's possessed.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
Okay.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go.
Crazy. Interesting.
Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower.
Yeah, why do they always have to be so cryptic?
Yes, we are definitely making progress.
Can't just be like plain English.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Oh no! Uh-oh, we get kicked out. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It is not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
Ugh. Foreign elements.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
Thrown in prison.
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Oh no.
Grah! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Ugh.
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however,
Yeah.
of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Oh, you better have good reason for all this. Because I kind of hate this man.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
You're right. But I still want to smash him with my axe.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
Dude.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Jeez Louise. Well, I knew something was gonna happen. The music was too happy and everybody was acting too strange. Dang it.
Forgive me. I was careless.
Oh.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together.
True. We were not being exactly discreet.
I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Ah, I just want to punch him. Side note, Kryle's ponytail is adorable. Okay.
These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Get him. Get him. Oh.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
Ew.
The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea.
Oh my gosh, wait.
You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Ugh.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. let's return to the topic at hand, hmm?
He says, I got things to do.
By their own admission, these scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
You gotta let Grandpa talk. Listen to reason.
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections.
Yes, Sean. We need more men like these.
Put
This
yourselves in
man.
their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
Seriously.
No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures.
This guy mean mugging. Like, I don't think he could look happy if he smiled.
Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
They really are. Except for Grandpa. He kind of had a happier face. Montaigne.
Honored members, I thank you for your time.
However you say his name.
This inquiry is concluded.
Crazy dog. Sorry. He knows it's about break time. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn more of substance here in Sharlayan. True that. We gotta get out of here. Stop sticking your noses in business that it doesn't belong in, or else you'll get the boot. Yep. Basically it. Well, if you haven't noticed, my dog has been fussing at me for the last 30 minutes. So we're gonna take a quick puppy break. So maybe I could get him to settle. So yeah, we'll take about 5 or so minutes and then we'll be back. So. Right, JC? That was frustrating. That was very frustrating. You want to punch Fortuno in the noggin. Alright, we'll be right back. Quick intermission. Ah, got it perfect that time. Welcome back, everyone. Hello. He's insisting we have an SNACK, but it is bedtime. So, I think that's also why he's a little fussy tonight. But, yeah. So, hello, welcome. We are ready to continue forward. Okay, that was a lot. What did... Oh, here. I gotta turn on my music. Oops, forgot to turn that on. What did they discover in the sea? That's what I want to know. But I guess we are leaving. So, we'll probably discuss this more, with Graha. Alize has a look of dissatisfaction. Well, that seems about Alize. Sounds right. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Cthulhu, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, okay, let's think of context clues from the trailer. There's the moon, and there are those tentacled creatures that were flying around. So Cthulhu is not too far off, if you ask me. Just saying. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. Is Father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Alphino, Alize, it is you. When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Mother? Mom. Oh my goodness. I was wondering if we'd see her. Amelian's Levier at your service. And you fine people must be the scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Nishtola, what? They're like, a mother! Mother, please. We don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches Father that you were here. Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortuno are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... Burr, what do you think? Burr, the berrrlynn! What a splendid day this has turned out to be! Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. She's like, okay. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Burr, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. My heart! And then she was gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. You cannot say no to your mother. I cannot say no to your mother. That's just wrong. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Burr? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Yes. Fine. If we're going, then let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. She has a giant poster of me on her wall. Whatever not, your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, gah, never mind. The Levier estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. I want to sneak into their rooms. I want to see their little rooms. I love the twins. Even Alizé, she has grown on me so much. Her hot-headed self. When Alizé and I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. You guys are so grown. As children, Alphino and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. Giving the poor guy a heart attack. Oh no, Sean. Maybe. She did say toys. A girl needs her privacy, okay? She probably has like a journal where she's like love notes about me. A hero. Oh yes, this is where I first practiced magic on an actual person. Alizé had fallen, you see, and scraped her knee quite badly, so I tried casting the simple restorative spell I had only just learned. How she smiled when the wound closed. The joy and relief. That was, I believe, the very moment I chose the healing arts as the main subject of my studies. Aw. We used to come here all the time with grandfather. In summer, I would dip my hands and feet in the fountain and splash about. Not Alphino, though. Even back then, he wasn't very fond of playing in water. He'd make any excuse to avoid it. Which would explain how I came to swim like an auk, and he sink like a stone. Oh. Where am I even going? There. I'm running away from it. That's not where we're supposed to go. I just wanted to read their little thingies. Oh yeah, no, I collected all these. I attuned. Hi, Mommy dear. And here you are at last. Please do come in. We get to see where they grew up. Their childhood home. Oh my goodness.
Welcome home, my lady.
Oh dear.
What? What are you gawping at? Oh, I suppose I never gave the decor much thought. I'm glad that you approve, I think.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course. If only to keep me from worrying.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. That's so cute that they've been writing home.
Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
I can only imagine what they write about me.
It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them.
That's adorable, though. Oh my goodness. I love them so much.
Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
We can leave no DNA evidence. Do not accept any drinks. They can't know that we've been here. Gosh, they live in a castle. New clothes.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Aw, that's sweet. That's sweet, Sean.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore.
Can't dress them identical anymore.
And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Oh, good mom.
See for yourself.
Oh, fancy new duds.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
The splendid clothes.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me, Master Alphino.
Wait. Are these?
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Oh.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now.
Right? Got a sage in our party now. That's so funny. So cute. Dumb dad being dumb dad.
And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
She's practical, at least.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
They shoot lasers?
May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
I've never really paid attention to any sages. I don't know that I've met many people playing sage. Maybe?
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work.
Of course.
I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Got a lot of sages in the chat.
Oh, Mother.
Oh.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Oh, never apologize for dropping in randomly. It's the best. We support that here. We welcome it. Healing with guns is funny. I love it.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Oh my goodness. I am so glad they got to see their mom before we had to leave. Or wherever we have... Yeah, because we're probably not hanging out much longer here, eh? Look at them and their fancy duds. You guys look so cute. So grown up. And their mommy knows them even though they haven't been home in a while. Cute. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her. And I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that we carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Live long and prosper. Get to dress their mom up? What? That's so funny. Where are we going now? Oh, down there. Baldesian Annex. Well, then let's take this here Ethernet. I like the music a lot here. Going in? Yes? Yeah. Oh, so bittersweet. Okay. Enjoyed your time with the Leviers, I hope. I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you've scouted out the situation in Thavnair, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. Woohoo, level up! Yeah! Alright guys, well, now it's this place. What is this? A blend of yogurt and spices. Oh. Yogurt. I have Kral's instructions in hand. If you are ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnair before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Kryle was of the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbreda. Moonbreda was an authority on etherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? Oh. I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame my courage failed me at the last, as it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Well, now you have friends. So, we can be the courage for you. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. To dead girlfriend. Is sad. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. Kite? Kitty? Alright. My dog is so fussy today. I don't know. He's just such a talker sometimes. A complainer. He's very good at complaining. Very good at complaining. Da, da, da. This is gonna be sad. Go talk to Moonbreda's parents. Well, now this is a rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl of the students of Maldician. We seek passage to Thavner and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Say what? Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the livestream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. I know, right? But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. 4 long years we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that of our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in Yedlamod, a port town in Thavner. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzat Han, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So, to sum it up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. You're so funny. League. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream. In the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Kryl truly knows how to pick 'em. Yeah. Well, I mean... Doing alright, how are you? If I might change the subject, are Master Wilfson and Mistress Bloida not present today? Oh, you didn't hear. They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Ugh. That stinks. He was finally ready to talk to them. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. I know. This seems possibly dangerous. I'm sure it'll go fine. We won't get splinched or anything. I do. How are you doing?
Right, we're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavner.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects.
These people are crazy.
Oh, well, never mind.
If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Easy.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Been streaming for about a year now, maybe a little longer, and it's been really fun. We've got a nice little group that hangs out over here. I love the expressions on the Warrior of Light's face. It's always so funny. She's just like, I don't know. Don't trust nobody. And
one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
oh, good. I know. What? Oh no. Just a teensy weensy bit of violent sickness. Great. Here we go. I love going to the new areas. Wow, that's a distance though. I didn't realize we were going so far. Look how happy it is.
Home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
The tower looks so out of place here. Okay, so far so good.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh, there's that sickness. Oh gosh.
What chance?
Oh no. Shh, Gemini. Shh.
Against
now.
such an insidious foe.
Oh dear. What chance, indeed. I love how colorful it is. It's like Florida. Oh no. Useless.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oh no! Well, we're doomed. He's gonna spend all the money. She's gonna power through it to stop him from spending all the money. This is a mini game. Oh, okay. Right. Right. It's all about those puppies. I mean, how could you not want to see them? They are pretty cute. They're stinkers, but they are pretty cute. I am enjoying the music so far. When I hear of it, by the way, Tony. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Astidian in time? Oh, jeez. I don't know if we can make it. He should be around here. Somewhere. Oh, I can't run. Wait. Oh. Ether sickness. Great. Is he inside this building? No. Is he in here? He said he was getting a drink. Oh. Not ether sickness. Dude, where are you? There he is! They practically are. Hi. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with ether sickness. But by the Manusia, a traveler. Greetings! Greetings and welcome! You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special amber-lassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnar, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. What the heck? For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to Astidian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Astidian and using gestures deny that the deal is fair. Deny. Just deny. Do I say deny? No. Don't do it. Huh? I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait. I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me. Hoo-ha! Good job, Astidian. Are these elephant people? What the heck? They're so cool. Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. Humph. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, you're queen. That's hilarious. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. No, he's gonna spend more money. Ugh. Hey! Hi. Good to see you. I love your little graha. That's awesome. That's like a super fancy weapon. So cool. Is that your sage? That's so neat. Definitely not what I was expecting. That's so cool. I'm gonna tune to this real quick. Oh wait, I guess I gotta finish this. I probably can't. Let me go drink this lassie, I guess. No. I'm dying. I'm dying. Alright, let's go save these guys real quick. I can't do it. The heals. Thank you. Barrett does need to get on his level. That's what I was... It's making me think of Barrett. Zombie bro. this right. Here, I've come to save you. Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to the Innistidian and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You spared us Tataru's wrath. Yeah, no, don't mess around with her money, yo. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Yeah, no, I haven't yet. I was thinking about you guys first. Avalanche! It would have been perfect. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Yes, Barrett's awesome. I do really have a soft spot for Barrett as well. Thy hair? His ponytail! Aye, I've bound it. 'Tis the most I can do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? Oh no, he spent all their money. Oh no. A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnarian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Elfino could hold a candle to you. That's so much money. He's so funny. Here's the Grand Azure Dragoon who can be easily swindled by merchants. That's pretty funny. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Are all Hanish merchants so unscrupulous? I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. Look at that one. I don't want to make him feel so bad. I am inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnar as its dominion, the nation of Radzat Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Asodara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. I know, right? Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. And once they get voices, it's all over. It's like, then you can't, then they're real. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to the celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt East and West. Bye-bye. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzat Han. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Yes, I can see that. Just so. That opportunistic pricing is rampant. Doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we could gather here in Yedhilmon? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. So funny. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Burr, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting, though, the mere sight of it may be. Oh my goodness. That was so funny. I love that we just are getting to know our characters so much more now. Because it's just, we've gotten past like the getting to know, and now we just get to see more of them. Their true personalities. Which is always so fun. A crate of fruit. A glittering crate of fruit. We'll gladly go examine it. Look at that fruit. It looks lovely. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling. Oh, never mind. As if they have been left too long. Well, they don't look like they're spoiling. Ugh. Hello there. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narunar. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us only the gods know. Fell fiends, you say? You don't say! Oh, am I supposed to wander around this way more? Okay. Shh, shh, shh. This dog is so fussy today. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off by nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. It's pretty dead here, eh? What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Calzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. Really? Huh. Yeah, there must be something going on that we don't know about. Some doggy thing. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Calzal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Should I just go swim across the water? Alrighty. Oh, right here. Okay. I was like, where? See? That, I agree. Although, I can understand that that thing might be causing some lack of sales. But yeah, once they can just teleport without having visited, that'll probably help a lot. The Damascans aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Ladios! Hi! Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Gah, but this will be an enormous loss. All right, all right. Forget about the Dalmascans. Surely some ships are still coming. Right, Arabelle? It's like, that's only a little intimidating. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hanish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kalzal, I do. Oh, no worries, Latios. It's good to see you just come in. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I am not a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsia, and I'm here to see Kalzal. Oh. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Natya. Yes, Particio! I miss Particio. He's a funny guy. He would know what to do. He's great at revitalizing merchant towns. That's so funny. Where's this guy? No. Yeah, yes. Can I help you? This shy little alpha guy. I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kalzal too, did you? I'm Matya, a fisherman of Akyali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalzal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. I think I'm gonna take a quick 5 minutes to convince my dog to be it's not so fussy. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll just do a quick. I was looking for that coffer. Where'd it go? Or maybe I don't know. So yeah. Just a quick one. I will be back in a few minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry. I gave them a tiny little snack. So hopefully that will tide them over for a little bit longer. I appreciate your patience all a lot. Thank you very much. It's like babies. Sometimes it really is like having small furry children. Come here, stay. Lay down. But all right, let's continue our stream for the evening. Oh my goodness. itching his face. If I may ask, what is it that you do? You know, I'm an adventurer and stuff. An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people. Oh. Sorry, forgot to turn the music on. It's fur babies. They are fur babies. Crazy fur babies. Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? Oh, he's a shy elephant. You see, I brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only ever only dealt with Kalzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? Sure. If you're willing, please let me know and we can begin at once. Oh, can't skip these next events. These stream boo. Get out of here. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yendelmad. Same though. I will observe you and learn. Alright. I like that we get to have little travel companions now. Alright, buddy. Let me show you the ropes. It's real easy. You just gotta, convince them that... You just kind of force them to take it. It's really easy. Great at persuasion. It's the best way to learn social skills. Retail work, I know, right? Adventurer, merchant, same difference. Yes. Fish, fish, I got fish here, fresh fish, straight from the sea's bosom to your mouth. Greetings, friend, how fare you of late? That one's funnier. I know, I shouldn't have picked that one, but I'm sure your bosom fish are very fresh, but this is rather sudden. I don't need any fish right now, so thanks, but no thanks. Wait, we'll try again. Don't you worry. Never mind, it never goes well the first time. I'm sure you'll feel better with the next customer. Yes, I'll be serious and I will. We'll do it the right way. Come on, bud. I got this. I was just warming up. Trade a red snapper for what's in the box. It was a great option. How could I choose anything else? I don't know. My character in my head canon is she's not very, she's just a little socially awkward anyway. Seahorsing around. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some ambra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. Ambra shmambra. My fresh fish is the only thing you need. What do you need so many ambra for? We'll go with that one this time. Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I am a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Oh, well then fish. Are you sure you're actually hungry? I know how you feel. You have to empathize. You have to make a connection. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off my troubles for a moment. Oh no! Wrong. No, I should have picked the first option. Never mind. Yeah. If nothing else, you left her with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we? Oh, he's so sweet. He's got such sweet eyes. Come on, bud. I can't let this poor elephant guy down. He's so sweet. We got this. This is the ticket. I know just the person who will buy fish. There. Right up here. Listen, I was never good at sales. Yeah. All of these things. Are they in the place? Wait, I didn't think I could get to that door. That's not a door. Or it is, but it's not there. Over here. Maybe. I should really make Urianger just buy the fish. But that won't help us. Aw, thanks for stopping in, JC. It was so nice to see you and chat again. Have a good night. Alright, this guy's the ticket. He looks like he wants fish. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh gods, my stomach! Ugh. Oh no. He's got that ether sickness. No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Some fresh fish will settle your stomach, and mine are the freshest of all. You should take it easier, eat more slowly, and savor your food. This probably won't. I didn't. Neither of these options seem good, though. Food is the last thing I need right now. Go and sell your fish to someone else. Oh, darn. I'm very not good at selling fish. Never mind. We just approached him at a bad time, and timing is everything, yes? Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was a truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Oh, hey! I like that outfit. It's very authoritative. Oh, no. Well, I've never been good at sales. I have not. For real. Even when I was a hairdresser, it's the worst at upselling. Like, I got lucky because I don't like to, like, push with people that I don't, unless it's my family, that I'm bossy. But, like, you know. So, I would tell them about the hair products I was using, but it was rare that I made a sale. I'm not very good at reading that sort of body language, to be honest. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. Though you didn't manage to sell any fish in the end, but the way you fearlessly approach strangers gave me much courage. When I peddle my wares, I'll remember your example and endeavor to be fearless too. That's half the battle. You just have to be confident enough to talk to somebody. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kalzal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsya? Oh, that's that guy. Kalzal, have you finished your business at the guild? Yes. No, not at all. I could not. I just can't. I don't know how people do it, but I just can't. So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore. I'm sorry, Mattia, I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I've friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Hold on, I need to restart the capture card. It's being stuttery. Give me 1 second. Will take but a moment. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Well, that's good, Sean. At least you can, like, prepare yourself so you can avoid being sold something you don't really need. Or can't afford. That's a good way to go about it. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Oh my gosh, I've let this poor elephant down. Well, I had best return to my village. Why, thanks again. And please take care on the road. So sorry, elephant. Thank Grid, we let down this poor elephant. We should have just had Estinian buy the fish. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected, discovery, disappearance and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Teleferi. Business as usual. His little ponytail, so cute. That's the fellow you were helping. He's Arkasodora, is he not? Apparently, 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? Oh dear. If summoning is their perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Arkasodora would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kra's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. He's gonna get kidnapped. Go figure. He's such a nice boy. Don't kidnap our elephant friend. I'll be very upset with you. He's a good little guy. Big guy. Good guy. You do not see Mattia nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. I love the colors. So pretty. Oh, I guess this way. This music is so fun. Up here, I suppose. Do. Yeah, wow, so beautiful. I love it. You did not see Matsuya from here either. No! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help! Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. Oh dear. Oh dear. No! Get out of here. I'll fight you. Swing. That's the one I wanted to hit. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. That's what I'm talking about. See, I'm a much better warrior than I am a salesperson. How about we teach you the way of the axe? How about that? Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arca Sudora were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know, the ocean all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit to Akali? Akali. Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So, 'tis the simulacra of the Venerian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. Aye, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. Trakyali. Right? I don't peddle a thing. So funny. I'll say it every stream. The music is so good in this game. It's such a jam. Every single song. Welcome to Yali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. It looks kinda orange if you ask me. Pink. A little pink. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Konga and old Hasveda. They're free at the moment as it happens. Konga. Hi, Konga. Konga. Here. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups, the Manusya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Mirga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings we strive to be better people and live better lives. Okay, sounds good. Hey. Hey there. Fill me in. Whoa, he's a look. That's definitely a look. He's a little creepy. Serve the gods and serve the gods. Yeah. Best mantra ever. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? Heh, that's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Manusya and the Mirga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusya, the Mirga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusya coveted the might of the Mirga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusya have worn animal faces and the Mirga the limbs of men. What? That's a little spooky if you ask me, but I'm not judging. We don't judge here. Just a little unique. There you are. Learned a thing or two about the gods, our gods, I trust. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Oh, that's interesting, Sean. Curious. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll, which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Ah, okay. Interesting. They are Manusya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sindaruva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. Yeah, yes, then there's a little judgment. Poor Chloe. She's a mess. Poor girl. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindaruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Good fortune. In like fashion to the Manusya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Mirga, if I may ask? The Mirgar hold the power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arcasadora. Oh my goodness, these words. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too. Not dragons. It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radzahan, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. The dragons. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Oh, he just needs a little more confidence. Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance, an alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. So funny. Well, I think this is probably a good place for us to stop. I feel like it's... I feel it in my bones. I think this is probably good for the evening. We learned a lot. Gosh, I love this game so much. It's so good. We'll be streaming tomorrow. It's Monday tomorrow. So yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow with more of this. I'm gonna make a poll in a few days for you guys to let me know which other game you want us to add into the roster. There's a few that I've written down in the past that I'm gonna add and just put out as a list, and then the suggestions, of course, that you guys have given me too. And we'll see what everybody's feeling for the next one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you all so much. If you are new and are watching, don't forget to either follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget to like the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.